Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atika binti Abdullah.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Noalia Natasha binti Badrul Kamal from KAM 228-6C. So as for today, we would like to present on our research study, which is the level of work-life balance among civil servants in Seberang Prime Municipal Council, which is located in Penang. So for the background of study, the concept of work-life balance is the individual understanding among work and non-work tasks which should be harmony with goals of individuals. So a good working environment needs a work-life balance. This is because it can reduce job burnout and handle the stress of employees. Employees tend to make less mistakes because they see work as a short, simple and complex task to be done. In Netherlands, it has the best work-life balance because Dutch share their responsibilities among family members so that they can ease their mind and lessen the burden of them. However, in Malaysia, they cannot achieve a balance between work and life like Netherlands because they have limitation, which is lead to job stress. It results in work-life conflict among society when they have a lot of things to do at one time.
Now, I will talk about the problem statement. The imbalance between work and life can lead to various problems in individual life. This also occurs in Malaysia, which employees in Malaysia still cannot achieve their work-life balance because of the unsupportive work environment and lack of the flexible work policy. According to the study that we conducted, more than 1/3 of the employees in Malaysia admit they feel unhappy because the time that they spend with family and friends outside the office was limited. So it can be seen that employees in Malaysia still cannot achieve their work-life balance. Besides that, the workers in the Malaysia also are depressed and face the suffering symptoms of stress related like anxiety, depression because of this imbalance of the work life. What can be concluded is Malaysia is one of the country that their employee will still not achieve their work-life balance. Now, we'll talk about the research question. The first research question in this study is, what is the level of the work-life balance among civil servants in the Seberang Prime Municipal Council? The second one is, what is the relationship between time management and the work-life balance? Third, what is the relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance? The fourth one is, what is the relationship between personality value and the work-life balance? The last is, for the research question is, what is the most significant factor that affect work-life balance among civil servants in Seberang Prime Municipal Council? Now, we move to the research objective. For research objective, the first one is to investigate the level of the work-life balance among civil servants at Seberang Prime Municipal Council. Second, to examine the relationship between time management and work-life balance among civil servants at the Seberang Prime Municipal Council. The third one is to examine the relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance among civil servants at Seberang Prime Municipal Council. The fourth one is to examine the relationship between personality value and work-life balance among civil servants at Seberang Prime Municipal Council. And the last one for the research objective is to determine the most significant factor that affect work-life balance among civil servants at Seberang Prime Municipal Council.
For framework, we choose two types of variable, which is independent variable and dependent variables. So for the first one, independent variables stand with time management, job satisfaction and personality values. Meanwhile, for the dependent variables, it stands with the work-life balance. As for hypothesis, it will show the relationship between variables, which is time management, H0 will be there is no significant relationship between time management and work-life balance among civil servants, while the HA will be there is a significant relationship between time management and work-life balance among civil servants. For the second variables, which is job satisfaction, the H0 will be there is no significant relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance among civil servants, while for the HA, it will be there is a significant relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance among civil servants. For the last variable, which is personality values, the H0 will be there is no significant relationship between personality values and work-life balance among civil servants, while for HA, there is a significant relationship between personality values and also work-life balance among civil servants. So as for research methodology, the first one is research design. Descriptive correlation analysis and multiple regression, which include in quantitative method, will be used in this study. So for second one is unit of analysis. It focuses solely on civil servants that work in Seberang Prime Municipal Council. The third one is sample size. There are 57 respondents over all civil servant works in the organisation. For sampling technique, we use a simple random sampling because it helps to ensure that high internal validity as randomization, which is one of the best method to reduce the impact of potentially blending variables. All of the members will have equal chances to be selected in this research. For data measurements, researchers use Likert scale that represents between 1 stand for strongly disagree until 5, which is strongly agree. For data collections, it will start with section A that stand of questionnaire on demographic profile. Section B contains of question from work-life balance variable. Meanwhile, section C, D and E contains question from independent variables, which are time management, job satisfaction, and also personality values respectively. Next is for the data analysis. We use 3 types of analysis, which are descriptive analysis, Pearson correlations, and multiple regression to analyze the mean, all of the relationship, and find the most significant factor of the variables.
Now I will talk about the research finding on this study. The first one is to identify the level of the work-life balance among civil servants. So there are 10 questions that have been distributed to the respondent. So as a result, there are 1 question that has high mean value, which is 4.18, whereas there are 4 questions that has a moderate mean value, which is between 3.07 until 3.58. Furthermore, there are another 5 questions that have the low mean value, which is between 2.77 until 2.95. The second research finding for this study is to identify the relationship between time management and the work-life balance. So to identify the relationship, the researcher has been used the Pearson correlation analysis. So as to the result, it can be proved there are positive relationship between time management and work-life balance because the R value for this relationship is 0.267, where the P value is 0.045, is smaller than 0.05. So it can be concluded that a significant relationship between the between time management and work-life balance among the civil servants. Now we move the third finding is to identify the relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance. So as a result, there are negative relationship between the job satisfaction and work-life balance because the R value is 0.210 while the P value is 0.117, which bigger than 0.05. So it shows there are no significant relationship between job satisfaction and work-life balance among the civil servant. Next, we move to the fourth one of the finding, which is the relationship between personality value and work-life balance. So as a result, there are also negative relationship between the personality value and work-life balance because the R value is 0.196 while the P value is 0.144, which is bigger than 0.05. So it shows that no significant relationship between the personality value and the work-life balance among the civil servants. Finding is the most significant factor that influence work-life balance. The results show that time management is the most significant factor among the other factors because of the standardized beta value show highest was 0.235, where the job satisfaction and personality value have the value of 0.174 and 0.203. So it can be concluded that time management is the most significant factor that affected work-life balance compared to the job satisfaction and the personality value.
So for the limitation of study, the first one is unable to meet face-to-face due to this pandemic of COVID-19, which has given a big impact as researchers need to conduct the study during movement control order by government. When MCO are conducted in this country, most employees at Seberang Prime Municipal Council have to work from home as they comply with government orders. There is a limit to have more respondents as expected before MCO conducted in this country. The second one is time constraint. The time given is not sufficient because there is online distance learning (ODL) that makes researchers conduct research from home. Some of the issues occurred during this ODL session as researchers do not have a strong connection internet to collect more information and complete this study properly. This kind of online environment affects the level of researchers' motivation to continue doing this research. It is important to manage time well to complete all of the tasks given by lecturers in the meantime. So that's all from me. Thank you.